Welcome to Beautiful Crowns, your number one and only channel that will be bringing you beautiful stories and positive vibes concerning the uniformed officers and the public. I'm your born again girl, Timbe Nora, born and bred to glorify God. Thank you for subscribing, the opinions, the suggestions, the comments. We are still on road to 500 subscribers. Manze wase tumekaa hapo kwa 500 sana, tuchie bidii kidogo. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I would like to share with you how poverty flooded me to the hands of police. And yeah, back to what I'm going to share with you today. In my first introduction video and my second video, I told you about myself, a little bit of who I am. I grew up from a very humble background. We never missed a meal, but kuna ile kuhustle ya hapa na kule, whereby my dad was trying his best to make sure that we are in school. He's late now and may his soul rest in peace. My mom was there on the other hand trying to make sure that watoto wanakula, wanakunywa, wanavaa, and everything ran smoothly. So the fact that we were not that rich, at some point I really feel that it almost landed me in the hands of police. So the whole thing began this way. My mom is a very generous and kind person and so friendly. So she had this friend who was from her home country. When I say home country, I mean my mom is a Kenyan by marriage and a Ugandan by birth. So she came across a certain lady who was coming from Uganda, and she felt like, uni msewa home. It is just that so nice to have that connection of somebody who comes from the same place that you come, the way you can share the cultural things, the things that happen from your country. And yeah, before I continue, I know watu wanaanza kuuliza walipatana aje. So this lady came to fellowship in the church that I grew up. So during the introduction ya wageni, so my mom had herself introducing that she's coming from her home country, and that is how now they started talking, they became friends, and the friendship grew. At some point we always felt that like she's a mother to us because she was an elderly person and she had come to Kenya to work for a certain Kenyan lady boss. She was working as a domestic manager, and the connection, the bond, the friendship, everything was running smoothly. Until one day when my mom sent me to where she was working to take something to her. So on that particular day, I was sick. Sick as in sick when nimeenda shule. I was around in class 4, class 5. So unajua kama ujaenda shule na uko nyumbani, most of the time you make sure that watoto wa shule hawakuoni, so that when they are coming back from school, they don't go back to school saying you pretended to be sick and you are at home. My mom sent me to take those fruits, which are vegetables, to that lady, and I was taking them to where she was working, to the Kenyan lady boss. So she told me what I'm supposed to do is to make sure I take them before the time people come from school, which means it should be between 11 to 12. I went there, I found her in the house doing the normal house chores, and apart from her there was another guy. I came to learn later that this guy was a brother-in-law to the lady boss of that house. So because kwetu hakuna TV, grow up tukienda kwa majirani kuangalia TV or something. So this day I'm going to a certain home, and this home has a television, and now I'm taking chances and feeling like, yeah, leo ndo siku yangu ya kupata time ya kuona TV. So I was supposed to go back before people come back from school tulirudi kwa story with that lady until tukiangalia kwa saa it's already 1. Now the lady told me I am supposed to wait until watu wamerudi shule ndo nisipatane na wenzangu wakirudi shule waenda wakisema I was pretending I was sick. Nikaendelea kuona TV, nikisikia nimejibamba, and then it was around 2 to 30 I left. I went home. After 2 to 3 days I was back to normal, like I wasn't sick anymore, and I was going back to school every day, going and coming back because I was a day scholar. On a Thursday, I was coming from school, and immediately I arrived home. Kitu napata, I see the lady boss of my mom's friend at our place. So before I could even remove the uniform, nikasikia huyo mama amechachisha yake yote, like she's mad at my mom, and the moment she saw me she was even more mad. So I went to remove my uniform, but my mom grabbed me and she was like, usiende kutoa uniform, kuja kwanza tusikie hizi maneno. So apparently what had brought that lady to our home, she was claiming I stole a phone from her house because I visited their home. So now my mom, because she's a very humble person, ataki story, ataki maneno, my mom was listening and was like, kama lazima mwende na mtoto, sina cha kufanya. But now this lady was like, tunaenda na mtoto kwa polisi. At that moment, it dawned at me that it is because we are coming from a humble background, we are poor, hatujiwezi, and that is why this lady really feels that when I went there, I took the phone. Because when I entered the house, the lady friend to my mom saw me. When I left the house, the lady friend to my mom saw me. So if I had taken anything from that house, that lady friend was supposed to see even before I leave the house. So why is it that 2-3 days later, she comes and she's very sure that I'm the person who took the phone from that house? And mind you, there were these phones, that is the era that the phones had come. So it wasn't even a touch screen or something, ilikuwa a Motorola phone, but the latest version for that time. So now, hiyo majadiliano ikaendelea, mamangu akaniambia nijitayarishe niwafuate because she feels she has nothing to do, there is nothing she can say, there is nothing she can tell that lady to convince her that mtoto wake hajachukua simu. So in the process of her insisting that they have to go with me, and she's really telling my mom, nitapeleka mtoto wako kwa polisi, mtoto wako ni mwizi, mtoto wako ni mdogo na ni msichana na ameanza kuiba saa hizi. At that time, the only thing I could do is to cry, because like how? Mamangu ana simu, babangu ana simu, naiba simu, like niende nipeleke wapi, ifanye nini, and none of us has owned a phone in our house. When they were still trying to agree, disagree, my dad came back from where he had gone. So immediately my dad came back. Akauliza, nini ninaendelea, kuna nini, kuna wageni? And then now my briefed him of what had happened. Oh, inasemekana mtoto amechukua simu, ile siku alienda kwa fulani. So my dad was even surprised because he was not aware that there is one of these fine days my mom sent me to the lady boss whereby the lady friend lives. So my dad was like, kumbe mimi nikitoka hapa nikienda, kazi yako ni kutuma mtoto wangu kwa watu, sijui nini, all those things. My dad was very mad. And now my dad stood very firm. He told the lady, kama unasema mtoto wangu ameiba simu yako, what you have to do, who else was there in that house? And the lady boss was like, the lady friend to my mom was there, the brother-in-law was there. So the next question from my dad was, where are they? Why have you come alone here to claim that my daughter has stolen from you, yet the people who witnessed or who are there, who could have told us the truth, whether they saw her with the phone or not, they are not here? And now the lady was like, even my brother-in-law was the one who told me that your daughter took the phone away from the house. And now where is the lady friend to now my mom? The lady was like, she's busy at home. So my dad told that lady boss, make sure before you even make a point of taking my daughter anywhere, go bring the lady friend out to my mom, go bring your brother-in-law, and they should say all those things here and now. Or the day you want to come and pick my daughter, they should come and testify all those things before I can even allow you to go with my daughter. Now for the lady boss, she felt like, hey, vitu zimekuwa ngumu, because I don't know if she knew I had not taken the phone and she wanted to harass me for free. I don't know if it was just pleasing her to make sure that the relationship between my mom and now the house manager is destroyed because of the accusations. We don't know the intentions. But up to that point, she felt like, no. I can't take this kid. So at that moment, I felt like my dad is my savior, because alimwambia kama hamwendi kuleta hawa watu na waseme kama waliona mtoto wangu akichukua simu, siwezi kuruhusu uende na mtoto wangu. At that moment my mom was so calm. Nilikuwa na feel like kumbe mtoto wangu angeenda tu hivi na mapolisi, ama angeenda tu hivi na mama, na kumbe she has done nothing. So when my dad was very firm and he didn't change his mind, akamwambia kama hauleti hawa watu wenye wamesema ama wenye wanaweza kuwa wanajua kama mtoto wangu alichukua simu, sikuruhusu uende na mtoto wangu. That lady left without even saying a thing. And you know, she's somebody who was very rich. You can't compare. The difference between the two of us, the gap was so big. And now when she left, 3 days later, because now after the whole thing, there was that slight disconnection between my mom and the domestic manager who was her friend. So domestic manager visits my mom and she's like, I'm very, very sorry. We found out the phone was taken by the brother-in-law. And because he knew he was the one who had taken the phone, that is why he told the sister-in-law that your daughter took the phone. And it dawned on me that sometimes because you're poor, sometimes because people feel like you have no say to matters concerning wealth and everything, sometimes when people feel like they can harass you the way they want, sometimes when people feel like they have so much power and they can walk into your home, walk into your life, do whatever they want to do and nobody will touch them, it can really make somebody to accuse you falsely. It can really make somebody to end up where he or she wasn't supposed to end. Because if it were not for my dad, I would have ended up in police custody. Nijibu maswali baadaye. So I know even in real life today, there are people who have ended up in police hands. There are people who have ended up in maybe jail terms. There are people who have ended up in different places just because hawakuwa na lao and because of poverty. It's an experience that I'll never forget. For the lady boss, we forgave her, we are good, and even right now when we meet, we bump into each other, we can always say hi as a family, as an individual. And for my mom, for always being there for me, I'm so grateful, and I always ask God for long life for her. For my dad, continue resting in peace, because yeah, when you are alive, really played all the roles that you're supposed to play. So guys, that was just for today. I'm so grateful, and I hope by sharing this, people can relate. Like, write there on the comment section, what is that one thing that ever happened to you, maybe when you're growing up, in your office, at your workplace, in the village that you come from, in the society, in the community, that made you feel it is because of your social status that made that person to do what he or she did to you. Thank you so much. I'm asking you to continue subscribing. Road to 500 subscribers, equal strong. I hope before the end of this week we are getting there. And kindly tell a friend to tell a friend, because the videos that are coming your way, you can't even afford not to watch them. Thank you for now, and God bless you. See you.